and welcome to our new series, Everyday Armor. So let's begin our morning with a game. I have 3 trivia questions about cities. Here we go. It's worship time. Did you catch that?
Your plans for me are good. You hold my future. You're working all the time. You're the mountain mover. From sunrise to sunset, till the sun comes back up again. You're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through, yeah. I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. I'll trust your every word, 'cause I believe that you're working for my good. Yes, you're committed. From sunrise to sunset, till the sun comes back up again. You're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through, yeah. I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future. You are the mountain mover. You are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future. You are the mountain mover. You are faithful. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through, yeah. I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful.
Oh, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, you know what? We're going to dive into our lesson for this morning. So let's take a peek.
Even though you can't see it, there's a spiritual battle taking place between God and the devil over the hearts of each person on earth. God is fighting for people to know who He is and how much He loves them. But the devil, his enemy, is evil and tries to trick us into believing lies about God. Lies like God doesn't really love us, or that we shouldn't trust or obey God. The Bible tells us that the devil was a beautiful and powerful angel who once served God. But because the devil was full of pride, he thought he was more powerful than God and tried to take over heaven. His attempt failed because no one is more powerful than God. So God threw him and his followers down from heaven. Since that time, the devil has made evil plans to trick God's people into listening to him instead of listening to God. You're probably wondering if we should be afraid of the devil. The answer is no. He may be sneaky, but we don't need to be afraid of him. When we decide to follow Jesus, God makes us a part of His army and gives us powerful armor to fight anything the devil tries to use against us. In Ephesians 6, each piece of armor is a symbol for how God protects us from the devil's evil plans. The first thing we put on is the belt of truth. It makes us able to spot the devil's lies. We also put on the armor of godliness, which helps us make right choices. When we put the good news boots on our feet, we have the courage to go and tell people about Jesus. This helps God's army grow, and the devil can't stand it. We get the shield of faith to help us trust God and block anything the devil tries to send our way. We wear the helmet of salvation to help us remember we are a part of God's family and nothing can separate us from His love. When we carry the sword of the Spirit, which is the Bible, we have the power to stand strong by using God's words, which defeat the devil. He may want to take us down, but the truth is, he can't. God already won the battle over evil when He brought Jesus back to life. And one day, He will remove the devil and his bad angels forever. Until then, we can grow in our friendship with God each day as we spend time with Him and get ready for battle. We can put on God's armor.
Okay, now for our segment of Joe on the Go.
Hey there, folks. I'm Joe Miller, coming at you live each and every day as I take to the streets to give you all the deets. Around this city, there are some awesome people that I am so excited for you to get to know. I mean, it's pretty hard to stay still and chill when this place is a treasure trove of talent, coolness, and basically everyday heroes. From a musician whose songs you're going to be humming all day to a pro skateboard shredder who's got some crazy moves up his sleeves, this place is full of people who do everyday things in ways you'd never expect. I mean, this city is totally the place to be. Now, before we hit the streets, I thought I'd tell you a little about myself. As I said before, I'm Joe, and for as long as I can remember, I have wanted to be a news reporter. I mean, when I was little, I even used to interview my favorite stuffed animals. So basically, this hard-hitting, street-talking, news-getting, investigative reporting gig is totally my personal dream job. Even when I was first starting out, the news was always my favorite thing to watch. The latest reports, the interesting people, crazy stories. It's just the best! Like those feel-good stories of when Tabby, the feline phenomenon, meowed her way to stardom in a riveting rendition of the hit Baby Shark. But then there were some stories that made me pretty sad, like times when the news would report how littering was creating so much trash on the street that it was getting caught in gutters and making a mess, or even when people were hurting other people. It was really hard to watch that kind of stuff. I did some investigative reporting and realized that all of this is happening because there is a battle going on. Yeah, no joke, a legit battle. But the real deal with this battle is we can't see it. I know, crazy, right? Like, how's that even possible? But that's because it's a spiritual battle going on between God, who is like my favorite ever, and the devil, who is the worst. He is our enemy, which basically means his main goal is to ruin our relationship with God and others. That goes against everything that God wants for our lives. You know, this whole battle thing can seem crazy to think about, but I'm here with an amazing inside scoop. God has given us exactly what we need every day for us to stand strong in this battle and win. It's called the Armor of God, and it's got everything we need to stand firm against the enemy. So, my mission, get the down low on what's happening here in the city and find all kinds of amazing people who put their everyday armor to good use. That's it for today, though. So, stay tuned for the next episode of Joe on the Go.
Okay, now that we've had our Joe on the Go and we've seen our story, let's unpack some questions. Okay, my first question is about the battle Joe mentioned. Did she say it's a battle that we can see or that we can't see? If you said we can't see it, you're right. Okay, question number 2. Joe told us that there is a very real battle going on, and even though we can't see it, we have to be ready to fight it every day. Who did Joe say the battle was against? If you said the devil, you're right. Final question, here we go. The devil is our enemy, but God has given us everything we need to win the battle against our enemy. Who remembers what that's called? I know you've got it. It's the full armor of God. I am so glad that God has given us the full armor that we can put on every day. This armor enables us to stand strong against whatever comes at us. And all throughout the Bible, we'll see that people use worship as a weapon to defend themselves against the enemy. That's because when we worship God, we are declaring that God is more powerful than anything or anyone else who would try to come against us. So let's stand and sing and let God know that you love Him and that you believe and trust in His promises. You know what? We'll see you next week, BCC kids. Put on that armor.
There were times we were so afraid, so many years we had lost our way, but we would hold on to your promise. Your mighty hand would deliver us, a guiding light through